Spiritual entities, there are many reasons why they do things. But one of the reasons why spiritual entities do things is so that they can get pleasure from it. Now, the truth is that it is difficult to pleasure a spiritual entity. Spiritual entities are very volatile beings. They are very exalted and royal beings. And for you to understand why spiritual entities are like that, you need to look at yourself and look at how you behave towards lesser entities. The traits we all find in ourselves are the divine God traits. They may not be so pronounced in the lives of many people, but they are there. And one thing I can tell you after certain spiritual studies is that it is rare to find a higher being that would tolerate a lesser being. Because one thing you must understand is that spiritual entities are territorial, just as you are territorial. They are jealous beings, just as you are jealous. When a thing becomes your possession, you become territorial about it. You become jealous over that thing. This is where holiness comes, and this is where the sin of trespass happens. When a being lays claim over a thing, and then you access that thing without the permission of that being, you've committed the sin of trespass. Are we together? You've done something that is unlawful. So if you notice in scriptures, the people that were given right to have access to the possessions of God were priests. They themselves had to become possessions of God before they had the right to access the things that be of God. Now listen, it is difficult to actually find a higher being that would tolerate a lesser being. You see, when the nobles of Israel ate with God on the mountain, the Bible made a commentary. It said God did not stretch his hand to kill them. Now that was a big deal, because whenever you enter the presence of a deity, there was a probability that if you are not careful, you can lose your life there. Even in your village, the shrines there, they have protocol, because although there are different deities in the spirit, the operations of these deities are similar in nature. Don't you know that there's justice system even in the village? If someone steals, there's a punishment for that person. And the God they are worshiping, we know that God to be a demon. Yet that demon has a sense of justice. So just as you like this in your house, because you've claimed that place to be your territory, you cannot tolerate a cockroach to be around that house, or a fly. Have you ever killed a fly and then you are crying? You don't even remember. That is the same way higher beings see human beings. You are the one that think that your UBA job is so important to God. The fly you killed, maybe in the realm of fly, he was just going to walk. The ants you killed, were they not going to find food? They went to find food, to hunt, they didn't come back. You are a higher being, that's why you can laugh. The same way God too laughs at the plans of human beings. That's how you just laughed now. No matter what the lesser beings are doing now, no matter what they call value, it makes no sense to you. It's inconsequential. And the best thing they can do for themselves is to hide from you. This was why it was a big deal when the Most High God accepted someone. So guess what the elders of old will say? They'll say this person has found favor in the sight of God.